And now I guess we've been looking forward to this morning. Jerry Carroll, he is a comedian. He is a farmer, agricultural speaker. and you can see him on Sarah Palin's new show, Amazing America. Your first episode last Thursday night. Second episode coming up this Thursday night on the Sportsman Channel, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And co-hosting with Sarah Palin. Wow, Jerry Carroll, welcome to the big show, buddy.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm so excited, boys. I'm on Jumbo and Billy. This is a bigger deal to me than being on the television show. I've been trying to get here forever. Listen, guys, thank you for having me in. You know, it is pretty awesome, isn't it? It's amazing that I made that show. I loved it last opening episode. I was first one on there. I was with Impact Wrestler Cowboy James Storm. Picked me up over his head, spun me, but did not throw me down. Thank God, or I'd still be laying there right now. It's so amazing to be in here. It's a great show, man. Next week, I think we're with Remote Area Medical. We're also, I did a show with Craig Morgan, country singer Craig Morgan. Got to go hang out with him, shoot guns with him, because when it all boils down to, I may be doing television, and I am a comic, but I'm still a farmer and a good old boy redneck at heart. You put something in front of me with gunpowder in it, I'm the happiest boy you've ever seen in the world.
It's like our trails are crossing. Here I've been a radio comedian all those years, and now I'm a fledgling farmer, and here you've been farming all your life.
Yep.
And then you got into the comedic business. And I tell Billy, that kid, I say, man, I get some thinking done on the tractor.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. I want to tell you how old school John Boy and Billy fan I am. I never got on stage. I was 35 years old to do comedy, so I've been doing this roughly 20 years. But I would be in the cab of that tractor, that combine, that sprayer with my radio blaring, and always every morning, Jumbo and Billy, and it was old school because it was with Dub, and it was with the General, and it was with Gravity Rayford, and you guys, and dude, and then I'd hear all these great famous comedians that I just couldn't even imagine I'd ever get a chance to meet, like, Save Up, Killer Bees, hey y'all. And then who's the first person I get to work with at Charlie Goodnight's? A week with Killer Bees. Troy S. Beasley Jr. And then, of all things, I work with the ultimate. I wouldn't wash my damn T-shirt with a man's medium T-shirt.
Buddy, Tim Wilson.
Yeah, buddy.
And I get to work with Tim, and my wife would hate when I'd get to work with Tim because I'd come home all week going, ma'am, you know what I'm saying, ma'am? I don't believe you know who you're talking to over there, ma'am. So it'd take me 3 weeks not to talk like Tim, and James Gregory, funniest man in America. And so it was so amazing to go from a cab of a tractor to go and be a comedian.
Man.
And then, of course, like happens so much in life, I was doing very well. I was telling Billy I almost got an opportunity to come here years ago with Pinkard and Bowden, which I love them to death, but strangest individuals I've ever hung out with in my life.
Oh, yeah.
But, things take a funny, strange turn. Now I do mostly ag business. I do a ton of shows all over this country, 100,000 miles a year, speaking to farm bureaus. And those are such great, down-to-earth, wonderful people. And then, wow, they picked me off of YouTube and said, well, it's kind of funny because, the whole deal was, and that's a true story, because sometimes things aren't true stories that, you read, but true story, I'm in the pasture cutting up Tate had a chainsaw. We'd had a tree blown down on my fence in the back pasture. I'm getting ready to move my cows. And the phone rings, and it's Larry Weaver, my agent, and he goes, hey, you got a minute? I go, yeah, let me put this chainsaw down. And he goes, hey, we just got a call from Pilgrim Studios, wants you to come in and do TV. And he knows that was one of the things I never wanted to, I'm happy with what I'm doing. So, and I go, really? And he goes, yeah, get this. It's for Sportsman's Channel. Okay, now my interest is peaked. Hunting, fishing, Sportsman's Channel.
Yeah.
It's with Sarah Palin. I'm like, oh, the heck you say. You got to be kidding me. And, of course, my daughter's first thing they said was, Dad, if you ever meet Sarah, don't hit on her. Please don't hit on her. Because I've been married 3 times, and if you don't think ask Marcy, I'll hit on a woman the minute I walk in. I went, oh, my God, you look just like I thought Marcy would look. You're gorgeous. And, so, yeah, I can't wait. And it's a funny thing. I haven't met her yet because our schedules, this all came together. First week in November. Like I say, I go from working on the fence to doing Skype, which Larry had to tell me. I had no idea what Skype was. He used to say if he ever got a text from me, hell, he knew somebody stole my phone. So I'm doing Skype, and they loved me, and they went, well, send your contract. So they sent us a contract. 5 days later, we signed the contract, so we let our lawyer look at their lawyer. And then, man, a week after that, I'm on a plane flying to, everywhere to tape these 6 episodes or 7. It was insane.
That is
And cool thing, Johnny, Billy, Billy, just jump in there anytime you can. Billy's
all right.
Billy's sitting there staring at me like the Amish at Circuit City at this point.
Well, he's used to a big redneck that dominates the conversation.
Yeah, I know Billy's going, oh, great, we got two big rednecks in here. Because I looked around and I brought some T-shirts from the Sports Channel, and I'm thinking, boy, I didn't bring it down enough 2XLs, I can tell you that. You some big boys, but no, it was so crazy, man, to go out and do all of these shows and to just see yourself on television. It's so surreal, you know. Because the next morning I'm back I got rental properties too, and I'm back putting the trash cans behind all the country condos. Some people call them double wides, but I like to call them country condos.
Well, see, I like you were telling us off the air the story about. I need to get some farming tips from you. How do you timeshare a cow?
Well, well, see, now I do. I have 4 rental properties. Yeah, the Cattlemen's Association love this. So I got 4 rental properties, and the people love it. And they're right there on my cow pasture. And my cow's old grandma was an old cow. She's about 20 years old and had given me like 15 gorgeous 17 calves. And it gets to a point you got to sell because it's not personal. When you're a farmer, it's not personal. It's business, you know. I mean, everything in my house I would sell to make a profit, except my wife, and I'd rent her out. But if you can make a profit, so I'm getting ready to sell Grandma, and all my tenants come up and go, you can't sell Grandma. Well, hide and watch, because she's going to be sold. I said, can we do something? Yeah, you can buy her. And they go, well, how much is she? I said, well, she'll bring about $500. She's kind of old, broke down. And they go, well, we'll all get together. And they all went together and paid for the cow. I said, but she's got to stay here till she dies. I go, heard ya. Got it. Well, she messed around and had 2 more calves. Be like a 90-year-old woman having 2 more babies. I got to keep the calves. And then finally one day, it's like the Lord looked at her and went, you've done enough. And she was, sure enough, laying like she was asleep in the pasture. So I took my backhoe, dug a hole, buried her. We had a funeral service. They all said their words, you know. And it's
Grandma. So no, Grandma got 2 more calves all over today. I love
and
that.
sold her and buried her.
So basically,
you got to think outside the box here, Johnny.
So first thing, don't let my wife name any of the cows.
No, never, ever. Don't let the kids, don't let the wife. I own cattle. I've got 10 brood cows and a bull, okay? I bought beef from a neighbor because everybody's named everybody at the house. So when I carry calves, my wife's like, do you think someone's going to kill them? I go, no, honey. They're probably going to buy this one and put it in the pasture to live the rest of his life. Of course they're going to kill us.
Y'all, Jerry Carroll. Now, he's going to be hitting some big show cities here. May the 5th, be down in Charleston, South Carolina. Up in Asheville.
That's a 1. I'm sorry. May 1st.
That's what? That's May 1st? Yes. All right, May 1st. And then, what's that, September? Up in Asheville, North Carolina. And y'all, you can go to agriculturespeaker.com. That's your website.
Yeah, or you can, if you want to Twitter me, you can go to thejerrycarroll.com, the Jerry Carroll, or go to thejerrycarroll.com. It's got all my information, and agriculturespeaker.com. But also heading up to, I'll be heading to Jasper, Indiana, day after tomorrow for the Poultry Association of Indiana, then Ruidoso, New Mexico for Ag State Bank at the end of the Gods Casino.
I hear you, man.
It's a great life, Johnny.
Oh, man, I'm so tickled for you, buddy.
Hey, man,
neat.
call me anytime if you need some advice on farming. I can do that.
I sure will. We need to get up on that. And we'll be watching Jerry on Sarah Palin's Amazing America Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern on the Sportsman's Channel.
That's right, on the Sportsman's Channel. Got it.
All righty, good deal, Jerry.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Billy.
Buddy. We appreciate you, man.